Okay, hi everyone. Good morning, Julie and Lindsay and Sarah. DW phone. Steph, Holly, and hello to all who are joining us later
Yes.
on the recording.
Yes.
So we're here today to talk to you about the 12 days of co-creation. And we're so excited that you guys are going to do this with us. We're in a super potent window right now. If there's anyone here who doesn't know who we are, my name is Maggie Taylor.
Sue Longo.
And we are the co-founders of Mandira, a sacred space downtown. Sue owns Element 50, and I have a private healing space upstairs called Mandira above. So we have put together a really exciting process for us to work through this time of co-creation. So I'm going to let you just talk about why we're doing this, just so we're all kind of aligned with the intentions of what we're doing here.
So I more than likely, if you are on social media, this is not a new thing that we have made up. This is something that's been kind of very like an ancient tradition, I think. So the window of time between solstice and the new year is a very, and for more than just those ideas of winter solstice and the spiritual implications of that and the meaning of that, I think we all know traditionally New Year's Eve, New Year's Day is always kind of the reset idea. We have the new year, and in numerology, there's always a change from the 2025 to the 2026. And in particular, this year, we have found ourselves in what's called a 9-year, a universal 9-year. So that is that meaning in numerology is completion and releasing patterns and preparing for the new. And then when you enter 2026, those digits 2 plus 0 plus 2 plus 6 equal 10 and reduce to 1. So it is the year of new beginnings. It is and along with that, there's a fresh energy. There is a momentum and motivation that comes with that. And we thought that energy building is doing this process is really powerful. And in addition, we just had a new moon in Sagittarius last night, like 8:45 East Coast. And right, it was last night.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Okay, so sorry, I'm getting my days mixed up. Sagittarius as a zodiac sign is a fire sign. It is also what we call a mutable fire sign, and what mutable means is that there's this anticipation of transition. It is the final fire sign in the zodiac wheel. Fire is all about momentum and motivation. So again, that is dovetailing with the 1 year coming up. New moon, new cycle. It's a new lunation cycle. So again, like we have all of this momentum. I keep using that word. It's really building and is behind you.
And then we have so tomorrow is the 21st is the winter solstice too. So when you're talking about momentum, the winter solstice is the 21st is like our darkest day. The sun like stands still, and then we start to see more light after. Of course, it's the first day of winter, which is during this time, like there's momentum, but the energy is also calling you to like connect really deeply inwards as opposed to like pushing outwards. Don't worry, that time is coming. But right now it's about connecting with yourself and manifesting from a deep place of stillness within, and with the Sagittarius, like the truth part. So it's a really nice practice that we're doing, because it's almost like, for me, when I started to write down the intentions, was like, this is just about me connecting to my heart and like what is true and what do I really desire, what do I need in my life. So it's not like I'm writing these down and then I'm going to go out and okay, I'm going to create my next course and I'm going to do this. It's really about writing it down, setting the intention, and then handing it over.
Right.
And trusting when we do the burning each day.
And so you've all received the instructions, the
right.
eBook that kind of goes into detail, and that's not the plan for this call. If you have specific questions, you can reach out to both of us or one of us. But the idea behind, a lot of people have asked me, when I burn it, does that mean it's what I want to, what no longer serves? I want to get kind of release what no longer serves. And that's not the intention. Letting go is, but it's almost that this heart's desire, I'm leaving up to the universe to guide. And when we have 13 of them, right, we have 13 scrolls that we're doing, and we're burning one every evening. And those are the ones that you're intuitively choosing and letting go. And the one that remains is the one that you can look at as your action item for 2026. And when I was working on it this morning, I can tell you that I felt so good thinking about a list of, basically, it's like a list of to-dos, right? I have this, I am that, and all of those statements that I wrote down, but knowing that I was going to be letting them go felt so freeing. Mm-hmm. And for a card-carrying control freak like me, it felt good. I felt space. And I think that's a very important part of manifestation, is making room for letting things happen. And that's not always easy, frankly. So I really had fun doing it this morning. I really did.
I did mine yesterday.
Yes.
Wrote them all out. And then just for the process, in case anyone's still trying to figure out how they're going to do it, what I did was I made a list of 13. I wrote 1 through 13 on a page. And then I just let myself kind of think about what those big buckets are in my life. So my family, my children, my marriage, my work, my pets, right? Our business. Really, what are those? For me, this is just for me, and this is just sharing in case it's helpful, but you should be doing it intuitively your way. But for me, it was, okay, what are these big places in my life, and what do I really want to see with them? What do I want to experience in them? And for me, that was just very potent in declaring what it is, because we're always, we're shedding this year. So a lot of the old patterns, the old stories, I don't know if you guys have noticed, but in my personal life, it's been a spotlight the whole year on what's not working. So in that, with the mind, I have found that my mind has gone to a lot this year of I need to fix this. I need to change this. This is a thought pattern that's blocking me. And the beauty of this practice is letting go of that for me is I'm not going to fix this anymore. Okay, these are the big places. All of this stuff has come up. I'm recognizing that it's here for change to get to the next level. So what do I want that next level to look like? So, so for yourself, just let yourself think in big potentials. We were talking about that yesterday when it came to prosperity and abundance was, can I think bigger? Can we, especially with loving relationships, with anything. So just being honest with yourself, but also at the same time, can I open up a little bit more here?
Right. There's always this a gap between what our mind thinks is possible and wanting to draw manifestations closer to that. I have millions of dollars or whatever the case may be. That's the mind will start to think, well, how am I going to achieve that? If I write that down, how am I implementing something to help make that happen? And that's really not the idea. This is, can you turn off your brain a bit, and what is connecting to your heart's desire? And what would make you feel safe, what would make life easier, and writing those down. And if that's the one that you end up with as your signature intention, like I have millions of dollars in the bank, well then what are the ideas? Have those ideas come to you over the course of the year.
Right.
Yes.
And in the letting go, it also allows for those ideas, like the bigger picture, the bigger imagination of what it could be, because I think that, you know, when we're manifesting, we often think like, this is how it needs to look.
Right.
Right? And when we're doing this practice, it's stating, you know, what do I really desire? And then you're letting go of what it looks like, because from a divine energetic perspective, it could be just so much more than you ever dreamed.
Right.
Right. So that's also the beauty of it is, you know, this is what I want, but like you know, divinity, God, whatever it is for you, like I'm letting you kind of develop this for me.
Right.
And like you said, the ideas and the inspiration, the imagination, that's in connection to that. Like
right.
when you let go, it can open up to, well, what about this? And what about this? So it's really like a neat thing that I'm very excited about personally. So we're excited you guys are doing this with us. You have your kit. I'm just going to go through it quickly.
And there are a few, we have this, this is just a little detail. So you see this little teeny cute wee candle. It's a 20-minute burn. So every day, burn it to the end. It'd be ideal if you could devote that 20 minutes kind of with your intentions and with kind of what the whole process is. But some of you have a taller candle because we ran out of the little baby ones. It's still 20 minutes. It's just taller and thinner. And so with that, I put in your kit a little wax dollop that you would use to let the candle sit tall in here and not tilt over. So you might have one that looks like that, and I just wanted to let you know that's what you need to do.
So ideally today, or maybe you've done it already,
right.
You write down, like I said, I did it on a piece of paper first, like you did too,
yes.
just to kind of think through big picture, what do I want, and then you write it on each of these scrolls. And maybe you just write it right on the scrolls. You don't have to do that first part. That's certainly not in the ebook.
I'll help you out.
Can you ring that?
You bet.
Roll that.
So I write my thing, right? And then what you do is basically make a little scroll, drawing the intention towards your heart center. And then you're going to make a cute little secret scroll that I put in a little pouch. You might have a mason jar or a lovely trinket container that you put them all in, right? So you're going to have all of them in one location. And then every day you're going to pull one out, and there's a little kind of, what would you call it, an invocation? The ebook has a little,
just like
a
setting
little
up
mantra,
a mantra,
yeah.
Bringing in positive energy.
And then you're going to light it and drop it in your little
Drop it quickly so you don't burn yourself.
Right.
I can't tell you how many burnt fingernails I have in my life.
But I've tested this, and the burn paper is very cool. And it don't be alarmed if it kind of does a little quick flame, because it's botanical and there are herbs in it, in the paper. But it'll burn lovely in the container. It's safe. I've done it several times, tested it, so you're good.
And then I just wanted to talk about the tower.
Oh, yeah. For
those of anyone who doesn't know, this crystal is selenite, so it's intentionally chosen because selenite is for me, the queen of all crystals. It's all positive energy. We could do a whole talk for a long time on the powers of selenite. It's clearing, it's blessing, it brings you to the higher frequencies, the higher dimensions. You could even, before you do it, just even hold it and just feel what the energy of this crystal feels like to you. There is so much more and so much deeper, right? Like even the energy of the striations within it, and the magic that it can bring to you.
And wisdom.
And wisdom,
yeah.
and that, the peace that can come with this.
Yes.
Protection, like so many things. So this is intentionally chosen. You can, after too, the use of this. It does, you can keep using it after the 13 days. There's this can also fit some of those other candles.
Yeah, the chime candles or spell candles.
And you have those.
I do have some,
but you can get them anywhere as well. And then what I like to do is, like, we have this all resting on this little platform, which is like a little flower of life. But I, at home, create like a little, just like a little altar.
A little area.
And sometimes I have other, like for this, I'll have other crystals around it. I'll have it in a nice area. And when I'm burning it, I'll put some frequencies, something that feels really good, some music on in the background. And you can do breath work, you can sit, you can listen to a meditation. There's so much you could even journal while it's burning too, if sitting isn't comfortable for you.
Or an oracle card pull or something.
Yes.
Whatever.
Yeah, whatever opens you up to the energy.
Yes.
And then one more thing. Okay, so what happens if you forget a day? There's all frequently asked questions in the back of the ebook or the last pages of the ebook. And if you forget a day, you can do to the next day. If you forget a couple of days, there's no way that you have to do this. None of the stuff that we ever share is like a dogma and it must be this way. So you can double up on certain days if you need to. And what else would be another?
I mean, it's a busy time of year. We both know it and feel it. I think if you had kind of this in your day planner as something you do, it'll probably be helpful to get through the holidays. But if it's missed, it's missed, and you just do to the next day. No worries.
Right. So I'm going to leave the chat open here now. So if anyone has any questions, you could also unmute. We're in a small group here. Just know that I'm going to share the video. So if you unmute and talk, your face might be in the video. So
just quick question. Is there a good time that we're supposed to do this?
No.
Well, no, there
Whatever
isn't.
fits your
it's
schedule.
really what fits your schedule. For me, it's going to be the end of the day. I know some people on here I know already like to get up early before the kids and stuff because that's their quiet time and they're going to do it. They're going to do it then. So it's really what works the best for your schedule. But there's no like specific energetic time that it must be done.
Right. And if you choose to do it in the morning one day, but night works the next day, it doesn't have to be like the same time every day.
And some people are traveling during this time and they're taking it with them. So when you're traveling, just careful when you burn it. And if you're in a hotel room with the fire alarm.
It's really not that, but it doesn't smoke. The paper is,
much.
No. Yeah. It's clean. It's nice.
Yeah. Other questions?
Is there still time to get one of the sets?
Who is asking? Are you local?
Diana.
Hi, Diana. I think I have one left.
At the store?
At the store.
Okay. I'll come in later this morning. Okay. Thank you.
Great. What else? Any other questions? Questions might come up. We're available.
We are.
If so.
And thank you. Thanks for doing it. I feel really good about it. I know for me personally, but
same.
then this is such there's a lot of you doing this and it's so cool.
Love the concepts. Yes.
Thank you.
It's really nice too when we do these types of things like as a group and in community too, because I know there are some of us who are doing it, like some friends are doing it together.
Yes.
And like on their own can connect on it. And again, let yourself feel like when I was writing it out, like writing out the intentions, it really brought up some stuff for me. Like, I don't know that I asked for enough, or I don't know if, so it's just really nice, like self-care.
It is. And we were talking about that as either caretakers or women in general, that we tend to not necessarily verbalize things that we need or want, and this is a way to do that. And your voice has a frequency, and your word is your wand, to quote Flo. And if you don't know who we're talking about, Florence Scovel Shinn is an amazing author from like the 1920s, who we adore everything that she's a strong manifester, and she helped a lot of people do that back then, and she still helps people today. And she's, your word is you write spells, you do, and you can create your life through your thoughts and your words, and that is what we're doing.
And her energy talks a lot about handing it over too, declaring and being very clear, and then handing it over.
Yes.
Instead of like, this is what I'm going to do. Now I need to fix this. I need to have the answer. It's like, no, come back to what your heart really wants, declare it, and trust, and hand it over,
yes.
which is Sagittarius energy.
Yes. So that is another cool thing that we've been talking about that I'd love to share with you. So Sagittarius, as the kind of archetype, is the archer, right? That the constellation is the centaur archer. And when you think about a bow and arrow, the way you use one is you create tension, you aim, and you let go. And I feel like we are often in that state of tension, maybe a little bit more than we need to be. And this is an opportunity to take aim and let go. And it's just something, and I had a physical manifestation of this yesterday. My arm was super tired and I didn't know why. And I thought of it talking to Maggie, like, oh my gosh, is this what this is what it feels like? Like, have I been just holding the tension a little too long, and now it's time to let go?
Right, because Sagittarius is the archer.
Yes.
Right? So it's like a pulling back, but the left side is your feminine energy.
Right, well,
and
I'm a lefty.
side, and you're a lefty, and
so I'm,
yeah.
Yes.
So you might notice stuff like that too.
And
like,
acknowledge that and think, oh, how cool. All right.
Right. Everything is a kind of message that your creations and what you're stating, everything from here would be a example for you that it's coming into fruition. So thank you guys.
Thank you.
If there's any other questions, you can put them in the chat or unmute quickly, but
or email us.
Or email, or
or stop in the shop.
That's right. All right. Well, thank you, everybody. Thank you
you
so much. Happy holidays. Happy solstice.
Thank you.
And happy New Year. Thank you so much. I'll share the video.